Hey guys, what's up? My name's Theo. I play middle linebacker for the Hilversum Hurricanes. That is in the Netherlands. I play Euroball. This is a very atypical video for a Sunday because, well, we don't have practice. To be fair, Sunday practices have been canceled a lot recently. One, due to Formula One, taking away everybody's time away from wanting to watch that or go to Zandvoort, or various other reasons. But today is because the national team, the Dutch Lions, has a tryout. And we have a significant amount of our team members that are going to go try out for it. Oh my God, what am I doing in here? Why the hell not? It's a football video. I might as well try to do this. Besides, I have some ideas later in the video. Like I said, I live in Amsterdam. I play in the Netherlands. I play Euroball. And this is a day I would typically be actually on my way out to practice right now. Practice is from 11 to 1, and yeah, I would be in practice in about 50 minutes, so I'd be on the train and stuff out there. But, what can you do? However, this next coming week, so this video and then a regular vlog video for me, and then a football practice, and then a regular vlog, and then football practice, and then a regular vlog, and then I don't know what's happening this weekend. Because typically I live stream on Saturday nights. For me, that's Saturday day for the United States, and I might be at practice at that time. Oh, you should just live stream practice. I don't know. And then I have a scrimmage that Sunday. So I may live stream after the scrimmage. I might not, I don't know. Like I said, this is a very atypical video. I don't know what's going on. I had some questions in my live stream last night and I figured I'd address them. Plus, there's kind of something that went down on the internet that bothers me a little bit. Everyone on a certain post was saying, oh, you're taking this wrong, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? So some of the questions that were coming on, like I got one question in a video that says, oh my God, he's getting shirtless and he's actually showing me things I want to know, like, how to, explaining about shoulder pads, that why do, a comment, why do these look so drippy? Well, it's because these are adult medium shoulder pads. They're Zenith shoulder pads. This was not a great idea to show them off, having actual, practice jersey on them. Our team colors are blue and yellow. You will see those next Sunday, so this video next week. In theory, this next week is going crazy. I don't know. I may actually be taking off actual days in the middle of the week, just because I'm like, not from football, but from vlogging. And then maybe just pull out my phone, vlog really fast. Who knows? So yeah, this is pretty much what I wear to practice. I've got practice pants, practice jersey. This, I don't wear this actually, funny enough, because it's still pretty warm out right now. I do not wear this. However, during our October and November times, when it's a little bit chilly, it's like, below 15, yeah, I'll probably be wearing stuff like this. But right now we're looking at it's around 20 and I just can't. The only reason I wear leggings is because the flying mosquitoes come around, because our field at Hilversum is surrounded by a moat. So there's a lot of that stillwater mosquito, muggen, knuten, whatever they want to call them here. And so they come after you. And my arms are moving enough, but sometimes I'm standing there listening to my coach and I can move my arms and do that stuff and keep them off, but my legs stand still. So I wear leggings to keep the bugs off. That's pretty much why I'm wearing leggings. I don't care about the dirt. I'm a linebacker. If you can't tell the difference between blood and dirt, one, you're probably colorblind like me, but whatever. Yes, it is early in the morning and I'm drinking coffee still. It is 10:10. But anyways, some other people brought up stuff in the live stream. They're like, oh, you don't really look that overweight. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Because I look big in certain videos because I'm not constantly flexing my stomach. I can do this, I can do that, and then this folds around this little thing, but provide a little bit, and this is the idea of social media. You fold this around a little bit, cover that up. I'm here. Flex the abs, do that. Suck everything in, puff out the chest a little bit, put your arms in, fold your arms over. Yeah, you got this little thing sticking out, but what are you expecting? A thin... And so that's the general idea that I've seen a lot on TikTok, especially on Instagram, is do not trust exactly what things look like. If you are seeing guys taking selfies, especially high school guys, like in a mirror, or they're even doing a video, especially if it's a short video, they're flexing, or they have literally no body fat. But like, it's like, I'm 40 years old. I'm definitely going to be having some metabolism issues. But, you know, I weigh like 98 kilos. I'm also a middle linebacker. I'm not supposed to be skinny. I'm also not supposed to be egregiously fat. So, whatever. We'll leave that to our linemen, and we got enough linemen on the Hurricanes that are in that upper weight category. Yeah, I'm probably one of the larger linebackers we have, but I'm also the middle linebacker, not the outside linebacker. Yeah, another question I got yesterday, because last night I was wearing my custom Panthers, Carolina Panthers jersey that has 44, my number, and my last name on the back, because it's a customized jersey. I got it from nflstore.uk.com, whatever. They're weird over there and they like this stuff, but it's from the authorized NFL store, and that's fine. And someone asked, do you ever put your shoulder pads underneath that? And I'm like, and that's kind of what spawned last night talking about that, is because my shoulders come out to here, as you can see, straight up, and this bumps out a little bit. So it's like, what are we doing in that respect? Like, I can't fit these things, because not only are they wide this way, they stick out this way. I haven't actually tried it. So I was like, well, whatever. I guess I'll try it out now. I mean, yeah, it cost me like 105 euros, but I'm not going to strain it. But I had the feeling that, you know, the fact that the shoulders themselves only come out to here, it's going to pull everything like way up to here. And I'd be like, hey, hi guys, whatever. And it won't work. I would need an X large or an extra large, XXL jersey from that, just to get my adult medium pads to fit in that. Also, for those of you that are wondering, yes, I do actually have, you know, gloves that go. This is actually the undergear I would be wearing with the away uniform, and these are the gloves that I would probably be wearing with the away uniform. I do have a new undergear for the away uniform, but that's only on the really hot days. When we're cold, I have white long sleeve stuff. That's a Fitbit. Just, I'm not a robot. But yeah, you can see how these gloves would work with a white jersey with blue stuff, white here. I've got a great bit of undergear and swag. I'm not sure if everybody really wants to see the whole list of it. It could be interesting to show off, but again, I've had no real requests for it, and I'd have to dig it all up out of various places. So I guess we'll move on to that one real quick. We're gonna do a hard cut here, and I'm gonna put on my custom Carolina Panthers jersey with this on. We'll see exactly how that works out. Okie dokie. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's not really designed for it. While the numbers do show up here, you know, and it doesn't quite choke me out, I don't have much room for my arms and whatnot. Yeah, I just hit the helmet. But yeah, see, it's got my name on the back. And yeah, I do have a replica Panthers helmet or whatnot. But it doesn't fit quite right, especially since this is designed as a fan jersey, so it's really loose. I mean, look at all this extra, like, it's a big neck and whatnot, and it just doesn't quite fit. So it's really awkward. I can turn, and I don't have the right, like, yeah, I'm used to the, I could probably cinch down my shoulder pads another notch on the little belts, but it wouldn't work very well. And yeah, I could pull this down and make it look great, you know, especially if I had, you know, some white or Carolina colors gloves, and I can just, you know, and whatnot. I could pose for pictures, and then but it's just fan wear. But yeah, if I actually went to like maybe the Super Bowl with the Panthers in it, I might get up in the whole get up, just because would be, you know, to play the part, and I'd take the helmet and all that jazz, you know, to support the Panthers. But this is like, I can just feel that this thing is coming up and like pulling on my neck, you know, and it's like, what about, oh, hello, blah, blah, blah. Like, look at me, I'm like 6 years old and I'm playing football. It's like, I can pull it down, but it doesn't, you know what I mean? However, my Luke Kuechly jersey is large. It's X large. So yeah, it does actually, you know, show off all the various things. It is, you know, big enough to kind of bring around the edge. And I didn't tuck it in, but if I did tuck it in, you know, it'd have that look sort of thing. But this is an X large, and so yeah, it's a bit awkward to wear this sort of thing. Because like I said, they're not designed as game worn jerseys. Even this one kind of pulls up on my neck a little bit. And so, yeah, yes, I did. I put it over the other one because this is such an egregiously large jersey. I can put it on over my pads with stuff on it. Anyways, let's move on to the very next topic. Okay, so what the hell? Miami Hurricanes? Exactly. So this ties into the fact that my team and the Netherlands and many people are having tryouts for the Dutch Lions. The Dutch love the color orange. Like, their original flag wasn't just red, white, and blue. It was orange, white, and blue. Their king is Willem van Oranje Nassau. Oranges. Like, our halftime, we have a bucket of like quartered oranges that we eat as our halftime snack. Oranges are crazy around here. So I picked up this uniform. Yes, it is Miami Hurricanes, but I also played for the Hilversum Hurricanes, and it's orange. It's a little bit weird. They only came in number 55 from eBay. So that's a bit weird. Again, let's see, we have quarterback, running back, receiver, DB maybe? I think I saw someone there. Two, our defensive lineman, offensive lineman, one of our linebackers, outside linebacker. Many people are not going to because they just don't give a crap about trying out for the national team. But I've seen the pictures, and there's a fair number of them there. There'll probably be a couple other people that are there. Like, I know one of our D linemen was helping, but he has a playoff game again with the Cologne Crocodiles, as well as one of our offensive linemen, our center. Today, there's a live stream for it, but I'll link below to a game preview of something. It's playoffs in Germany, highest level. Cologne Crocodiles versus the Saarland Hurricanes. I'm like, Martijn, playing against the Hurricanes? He goes, it's Saarland. I'm like, but still. He goes, oh, they're also the groen. And I'm like, yeah, I know they're green, but they're not orange and they're not blue. So, have I done a lot of costume changes this time? Yes. Yes, I have. It has been hectic. But yeah, also notice, I even have the orange pants. And yeah, see, here's my little fat sticking out. But looks great from here, doesn't it? But anyways, so that's what's happening today. We don't have any practices because, well, the people that mostly show up to practices are there. Also, I think we have another one on vacation. But like I said, we have a crazy week coming up, so a lot of people are probably a little thankful for having this one. I thought more people were going to be at the Dutch Lions tryout than anything else, but there was a lot of hype. Oh no, our punter's there too. I forgot. I didn't see him a lot in the thing because they took pictures of like the positions, not the special teams, and maybe special teams is happening today, or they're having the O versus D scrimmage. I'm not sure. The event hasn't started yet. I don't think it starts till like noon. This is beneficial, and it also brings up a point, and this is going to be the end, and this is going to be quite controversial. Number 55 recently came up with Lil Nas X. And I was like, wow, that's a really cool video, and I watched it, and I'm like, that's a bit graphic, but, you know, gay. What do I think of that video? Well, I'm not going to play it because it's super graphic and I don't want a copyright strike, but at least I can shout it out with like being a gay football player, 55. Did I understand the message of the thing? Probably not. I didn't watch the whole album, and I know it has something to do with like Montero and a baby being born. I should probably watch the whole thing rather than just be like super white. But, you know. Anyways, so all the stuff on Twitter was absolutely great. I retweeted it, I found pictures, I put it on TikTok, because he's wearing 55, but he's like of a decently small weight. So I'm like, of course he's a linebacker. You guys probably saw my short. Of course he's a linebacker. And that's, like, nobody that skinny wears this. I mean, Lil Nas X would probably actually be a free safety or a wide receiver. He wouldn't actually be wearing 55 as a linebacker, but neither here nor there, because he wasn't actually playing football in that video, which brings up multitude of things. The first thing I'm going to address is the fact that gay football player representation. I'm all for it. So while it does have a weird negative connotation near the end of the video or in the locker room, I get it. And I certainly know a lot of the homophobes out there are thinking that's exactly what gay guys would do in a football locker room, and it's not. You could literally ask anyone on my team for the last 3 years on the Hilversum Hurricanes. I have never thought about doing that with any of them. I'm there to play football. This is not Grinder with shoulder pads. So chill. Okay, guys? And that's part of the issue, is that many gay guys don't want, like, they feel weirdly pressured to do that sort of thing because other people think that's them. Even though they may want to play, it's funky. I just chose to do it. I was like, I'm going to play. Well, you're gay. That doesn't qualify me against playing. That qualifies me against going about having a child in the conventional way. But yeah, so there's, still a bit more. Second part is, I saw a thing from Sleeves, which there's a link below. If you actually like that post from Sleeves on Instagram, there's a link below. You can get cheap. You can get cheap stuff. You can use my coupon code. It's down in the description. And it's also right here. And you'll get cheap stuff from Sleeves. And they're running some sales. Like, there are $5 leggings. Leggings. I don't have any out here right now. But like $1 face masks, $5 leggings. Like, you could get a lot of stuff for like $25 and then use my coupon code for like 25% off or 10% off. I forget. They keep changing it. But like, you could still get that much off of an already cheap thing and just get a whole bag of stuff, ready for your October, November games, because they ship fast. And they got a lot of the Gaza. But anyways, I saw that post on Instagram and I was like, what? I was like, awesome, more stuff. Because like I said, I did a TikTok about it. I put that up as YouTube Shorts. I put it as my Instagram story. I put it on my Instagram Reels. I stitched it. I tweeted about it. I shared it. I replied to him. Various things. Even in my TikTok, I showed my merch. It says linebackers. Of course he's a linebacker. Anyways, link up there to the short. But there's a lot of people that are like, oh, why is Sleeves representing stuff? Because he was wearing like a headband or gloves. Like, the gloves, I understand. Those are awesome looking gloves. I wouldn't mind a pair, but I need padded gloves, not receiver gloves. But people in the comments were like trying to find other reasons than to say gay and football. Like, oh, well, he doesn't actually play football. Why is he representing your brand? I'm not buying your stuff anymore. Like, they were doing the typical American boycotting stuff. I'm like, you guys are canceling your order, and then 2 months later, they're going to come out with a new stuff on Sleeves, and you guys are going to go nuts for it. Especially just if it's a flag or God. But anyways, so you've got a lot of that stuff going on. But I could definitely tell that people are like, oh, this doesn't belong on your stuff. Delete this. This was the last post you guys ever made. Blah, blah, blah. Your company's going down. Do we have to cancel Sleeves now? And I'm like, because a gay rapper was wearing sporting wear in a music video? I mean, there's a lot of things you could probably do. You could probably cancel Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, lots of things. There are a lot of things you can cancel. Well, it's not because he's gay. It's because he doesn't play football. Okay, Varsity Blues, Blue Mountain State, All-American, the Replacements. Find me a movie from Hollywood that's about football where all the actors, all of them, played football. Like, maybe in high school, you maybe got a couple of them. But, like, Robert De Niro probably played football in high school because his career in Hollywood didn't come out until he was later in life. And like everybody plays football in high school. But like, did Keanu Reeves? I don't know. Did M. Sandler? Maybe. You know, did James Van Der Beek? I'm not necessarily sure that he actually played football in high school, if he even went to a normal high school. You know, did Corey from Glee, did he play it? No. It's just like, so you're harping on him for sporting gear, but he doesn't actually play. But you'll watch all these other shows of straight guys that do sport gear like that, and maybe even do stuff and, you know, and fake playing football. But you don't bitch about them. I do. Because like I was watching the Superman and Lois, and like their kids, their two boys play football, and I'm like, you are literally going in for a down, and you aren't like, I wasn't complaining at the people, more or less the prop people, that they weren't even putting a mouth guard in the linebacker child. He's a longer haired one, because the other one is the quarterback. But it's still like, he's a linebacker and he's not wearing a mouth guard. What the hell? This is like promoting non-safety. I understand it's a bullshit show. It's not about football. But even in Smallville, he wore a mouth guard. But you think he actually played football when he was a kid? No. So stop this about Lil Nas X not actually playing football and sporting gear from a sporting goods company that makes sporting goods company because, oh, well, he's not a real football player like us. Neither is James Van Der Beek. Neither are half the guys on Friday Night Lights. Neither, you know, the only thing I know of off the top of my head is that the 23 Blast, the movie 23 Blast, actually hired a semi-pro team from Kentucky to play football around them and actually do football in the various shots so they could have a realistic look. Are there guys in the background? Like, I've seen the back shots of All-American, and it's like, these guys are like, yeah, I've never played football before, but they got me all dressed up in the gear, and I'm out here throwing footballs, and I don't even know what I'm doing. And I'm like, that's it. These are actors. These are models. You know, and that's also the issue I was bringing up earlier in the video. You've got guys on television that are models, you know, playing football. They're dressed in football gear, but they have very little body fat, and they're not actually football players. So you guys are getting used to what a football player should look like by someone who's a fitness model putting on football gear. And the same thing applies on various other sites where you're like, you know, for a lot of the gay men. Because they're like, oh man, this guy looks like really good. He must be an awesome football player. I'm like, that dude has never effectively held a football in his life. Stop ogling this guy. He's got more abs than football experience. And much like with me earlier, like this now. Did I ever attend this university? No. Have I ever been to Florida? I went to Miami once because I went on spring break. And then I landed in Jacksonville, and then I drove to my parent-in-law, and we went to my parent-in-law's house in southern Georgia. That's how many times I've been to Florida. But you're wearing a, you know, Miami Hurricanes jersey. Yeah. I also have a Luke Kuechly fan jersey. I'm nothing like that guy. You know, I'm 10 years older, and I have far less football experience, let alone NFL. And I've got a fake jersey. I've got a fan jersey. So, for those of you who regularly watch this channel, you understand that I do actually play. I do actually hit. And there's a lot of people in like Sleeves comments, you know, that are probably like bench riders that have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 5 bands on each arm because they're like, and then they pose for the gram. And they're like, yeah, girl, I'm a football player. But they don't actually hit. Or they're DBs. Look at me, I'm a free safety. Rarely do you have free safety out of nowhere and actually hitting somebody. So it's like, you guys are basically just standing around. Or like, oh, look at this, I actually play football. You're a kicker. That's pretty much the video. I've seen the Lil Nas X video. I'm okay with it. I'm glad that there is some semblance of gay in football culture. I really wish I could push football more into gay culture than getting gays into straight culture after a fashion, because that's one of the major problems I have in my life, is get engaged to be like, oh, you play sports? No, you're just straight acting, honey. Shut up, you know? And then there's like all the quiet ones like, hey guys, it's really cool that you play football, that's really cool. And they're super quiet because the general gay community beats them down. And so, yeah. This is a really long video, and there's been a lot of costume changes, but it's kind of a weird video, and the next week is coming up with actual, I'm going to practice football content. So whether you're a rapper, you're an actor, you're a model, or you're some middle-aged gay man who lives in the Netherlands, just because you're not necessarily all that invalid. And I don't care if you're a girl and you want to play center in tackle football. You're allowed to do that. These are not a badge of honor. They're equipment. There's costumes. This is effectively a costume. These are actual football pads underneath, but that just makes a better look. There are people that take football pads and put spikes on them, and you can see that in Mad Max. Look at all those guys wearing football. They're not even playing football. What the hell? You're nitpicking because the guys on the sleeves things didn't like the whole gay and football aspect. But they didn't want to say it because they didn't want to get canceled, so they were finding literally any other reason to do it. So, cheers to that. You guys have a great day, and I will chat with you throughout the rest of this week. Remember, today, football video, obviously you just watched it. Skip a day, it's a regular vlog, be like, you do a lot of shopping and weird stuff. Could be a busy day tomorrow for me. Then another football video, then a break, and then another football video, then a break, and then I don't know what's happening this weekend. Hopefully on Tuesday night for me, so the Wednesday video, we'll know more information about what's happening on Saturday. And I will give you an absolute plan, and I'll probably put a community post up for that one, just to give you guys a plan of what's happening over the next 2 weeks. Also, October 3rd, very first game, Amsterdam Panthers, somewhere here, probably down in Zuidoost. So that's that. I'll catch you guys later. Feel free to comment below as much as you want and sass me about homosexuality, American football. Maybe I should change that Wikipedia article now that the Netherlands has done an article on me.